Well, it's Sunday, and what better thing to do on a Sunday than come out metal detecting? So look at this field we've got here behind us. It's the farmer's just gone over it with it's a bit roughly gone over, to be fair, to metal detect, but let's give it a go. You can just see Mark from Metal Detecting Lincolnshire there, probably found something already. And Beth Charles has been with us, that's from Little Miss Magnet, so check her channel out. She's had to pop off now to pick her daughter up, but let's see what we find today. Okay, so today I've come out with the Equinox 600 and I've put it in field 2 for the settings, but I would really like a bit of help, really. If anybody has any good settings for the Equinox 600 or 800, because it'd be the same settings, please send them in and I'll give them a try, because at the minute I'm flicking between all the settings, seeing which seems best for me. So anyway, let's get on and see what we find. So a bit of an odd find, really. It's giving me a decent signal, and obviously it's metal. And it's got these holes in it. Now, what does that look like to you? I've quite literally no idea. But those holes there must be for a reason, and the hole straight through there. So, any ideas? Yeah, please leave a message. Oh, and the first artefact of the day, as such, is this. Now, I do love artefacts, toys and bits and pieces, because your imagination can run wild, can't they, as to who was holding it last or playing with it last or whatever sort of thing. But, I mean, this is a farm animal, a goat at a guess. I'd have cleaned it up to find out exactly what. Or is it a dog? I'm not sure now, actually. But it does make you wonder why this would be in the middle of a field. You know, was some farmer's child out playing here or something when his dad was working, or his mum was working, or whatever sort of thing? I don't know, but it is quite literally, just flash around a little bit, look, in the middle of nowhere. So and I can't twist as far behind me, it's aged, but yeah, there you go. What a lovely little find. Right, on to the next find. Right, I'm trying to shelter from the wind, so hopefully this doesn't come out on the film, but there we go. Another artefact. Maybe this is a day of artefacts. I do like coins, but as I was saying to somebody earlier on this morning, I quite like artefacts because of what they represent. You know, they were people's belongings. Even buttons were once, you know, somebody's article of clothing and things like that. So anyway, looks like a spoon handle to me. And funnily enough, I have got a bowl that might fit that, but I found that in a totally different field. Oh, there is some. Oh, there's a little bit of. Oh, a little bit of writing on there. It's probably EPNS at a guess. But I'll take a closer look at that when I get home anyway, and if it's anything of interest, I'll pop it in the video. Right, to the next find. Now, if you've been paying attention to my past videos, everyone will know what that is. And that is part of a Mills bomb, or a fragment grenade, whichever you want to call them. And there's plenty found in these fields because this is an old range from wartime, and possibly before, really, because I have found Civil War bullets in the field just next to me, which I might just have a quick blimp into, actually. So let's see what else we find now. Probably more of these, I guess, because I'm getting into that area. Right, sorry if there's any wind noise, but this has given me a spanking signal of 15, and I'm guessing, because there's that's partly brass and everything, that might be part of a mortar, because I can't remember, Mark or Beth's just found a part of a mortar fin. So, and we're getting into the military side of the field now, more of the range. So anyway, let's see what else we find. Okay, so just changed fields now, and first find is a ring thing. It's a good signal because it's a bit of copper, but it's off a tarpaulin or something like that. You can just see that's where the tarpaulin would have gone trapped between there. So, right, well, let's hope we find some better things.
Just got myself another mortar fin. It's quite deep down, actually. Yeah, I like finding these. A bit knackered, this one. There's always plenty on here. along this, but we know there's lots of stuff here. Cool, that'll do. Right, let's crack on.
Right, I'll just pop over to Beth because I've heard a "oh my god," which is obviously means something good here. What have you found?
Guys, a little locket. Just
Oh,
there.
that's a piece of jewellery, isn't it?
A little heart.
Is it a piece of jewellery?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to hazard a guess that's a trinket type thing or something, isn't it?
Oh, it's got like a little holes in it.
See if I can wash it up. Now let me just turn mine off. Okay, I can see today being a hand grenade sort of day because there's another one there. But I've just popped across to Beth because she's actually found what looks like it's a piece of jewellery. So just maybe a bit of bling or something, but still a good find for her. But anyway, there we go, another Mills bomb. Okay, so I'm guessing it's a military day today, apart from that little dog I found, which I still think it's a goat, but everyone else seems to think it's a dog, but there you go. But anyway, the end of a bullet there, just a very little bit of it as well. I thought it was a button at first, but no, that's the end of a bullet. So that's the firing pin there.
We're back on. Yeah, it looks like
nice.
it looks like it's a fire piece just found, but it's a coin.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could be so they're good rusty. There's like iron core inside them. But it's a coin.
It's a five.
You got a coin! Yay!
My first 5p.
Yay!
Woo!
That'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what we'll do, we're on this bit now. This is where we get the mortar fins. The odd coins. Right, well, I'll stay with you, Beth. You can use my shovel if you get the signal, yeah?
I might as well leave that one there.
Yeah, just put it in the corner there. Right, let's see what else we can get.
And that's coming up as a nice clear 20 on the Equinox, and it's 303 bullet. So like I say, we're now really right onto the range, so we should be finding bullets and hand grenades and mortar fins anyway. So right, get on here, and then I think we'll do a loop and go back into that field there. Okay, so just come across to a slightly different field now, and a button. So that's the first one I found today. It's a very small one. I must admit, I did think at first it might have been a Roman minimum, but no, it's definitely 100%. That's a button. So right, onwards and upwards. Okay, so my first coin of the day, and I must admit, I thought it was a George III, but I'm now thinking it's a William III, or might be the 4th. I'll have to do a little bit of research on that. Crikey, this wind is terrible. Hopefully you can hear me. So it is a little bit toasted on that side, but I'll clean it up and put a nice little picture for you afterwards. But it's silver, 6pence would be my guess. Right, let's see what else we can find around the area. Okay, so we just had a bit of a rethink on this coin here. We now think it's probably a shilling, not a 6pence. So still, I'm sure that's William III. It says on there, but I'll let you know more, and I'll just give because the signal it gives is a nice clear 24. So that's silver on the Equinox 600. You know, when I was first finding these, I don't know if you can see it, but it's just here, I was really loving it. But now I've found that many, it really is becoming a bit of a pain in the bum. But it rings up a 31 on the Equinox, so, and it's a really good high pitch signal. So I'm going to have a right collection of these Mills bombs bits. Right, let's see what else we can find. So this was ringing up as an 11 on the Equinox and giving me a really strong signal again. And look at that. That is quite old, and it's a lovely part of a buckle, a D buckle. But yeah, look at that, look. That's amazing. I don't know quite how old that is. I'd have to really look into my buckles a bit, but it's so light as well. I can't believe it. Right, let's see what else we can find, but to be fair, I like that. I do like my artefacts, and I do like that one. I'm not exactly sure how old it will be. So where would a detectorist be without one of these? It's a button, yeah, but I don't mind finding him, and it gives us something to dig up, doesn't it? So there we go. Ooh, cute little button. Now I do find a few of these in this field as well, and it is really just in this field I find them, and I've got a funny feeling now they must be part of the hand grenade. So I'll have to really have a breakdown of what the Mills bomb looks like and see if I can recognise that part from it, but it's some weight to it, and it's the only thing I can put it down to really with the amount I keep finding. Right, let's see what else we can find today. Now we've got a strange piece of lead here, and that's got a hole in it, look there, all the way through. Now could that have been a plumb bob weight? I don't know, it's very flat there, it's got a dome there. Any ideas, please leave it in the comments, I'd really appreciate it. I'm a bit clueless on that sort of thing. Right, let's see what else we can get. So ringing up a nice 17 on the Equinox. I have cleaned it up a little bit, but I still can't really read what it says, but it's a little tag, and it's got the number 3 on it and then some letters. I'll have to see if I can get a better picture and put it up, but it's an odd shaped tag. Can't be a button, surely. No, must be a tag. I wonder if it's like a bag seal, but more modern bag seal or something like that. But I'll see what I can see anyway, and let you know. If it comes up as a nice picture, I'll obviously put that up at the end of this short clip. So just done my outro and heading back to the car, and look, a button. This is probably the last find of the day to guess, but it's a nice button. Not the back's off it completely, so you can't really use it, but it'll go with the others anyway. So right, let's have a last sweep and see what we can get now. Well, like a true detectorist, I'm still filming on the way back to the car, and there we go, a musket ball. I do like a musket ball, and I don't find many in these fields, so it's always nice to find them. So let's see if we can find any more in this little bit here. But there we go, next find. Well, that's it. That's the end of a very windy day, and we've had some good finds, I think, haven't we? You know, we've found that nice silver coin and some bits and pieces, loads and loads of military ordnance bits, but that's the way it goes in some of these fields, and there's loads more fields to do in the future around there, look, and all around there and on the hillside and everywhere, so plenty to still keep going at. But I think now the 5 bells at Bassingham is beckoning, and I fancy a pint, so stay safe everybody.